prophets are only people who are able to take the knowledge that exists within all of us, at least the potential exists within all of us, to observe the world, to be the object of your objectivity. Try to constantly be analytical and look inside yourself and to try to understand how you are affected by the world and therefore how others are affected by the world. And I understand that some would say, oh, you're projecting, or that happens. But the reality is people are consistent. People are predictable. We are similar. So to say that because I think and act a certain way, that therefore means that other people do as well. Well, there's a lot of truth to that. It doesn't mean that everybody thinks and acts the same way as me, but there's a lot of truth to the fact that if I can understand how I think and operate, that's why a psychologist can do what they do. That's all they're doing. They just think that they have a better conceptual understanding of how, not only they work, but how other people work. And partly, most of them, I would argue, probably think that way because they've studied other psychologist theories. Where do you think those other psychologist theories came from? They came from those psychologists analyzing themselves, analyzing other people, and thinking that they've, been able to, have a broader conceptual understanding of how, general human beings operate. So all I'm saying is the same thing. I just haven't studied all these other theories. We don't have to. If you're able to be a life learner, if you're able to be analytical, if you're able to try to be objective about yourself, if you're able to approach the world in a humble manner, in an observational manner, in a way that wants to learn, that wants to see the flaws within yourself, that wants to understand the truth about why you are how you are, why you respond to your friends and your family the way that you do, and why they respond to you in the way that they do. If you can do that in a humble manner throughout your life, you will gain this same understanding, this same ability to prophesy about the future, because you can look at human behavior and you can see the patterns and you can be able to determine what's coming next because you have learned those patterns, and they are unfortunately too predictable. Now, I have to also say that because I don't have a ton of respect for the field of psychology, because of kind of what I just said, that not only I think that ability exists within all of us, but also that a lot of these psychologists, it's my assumption that too many of them probably rely on their learning of other theories that came from psychologists that were just much, much better than they are, right? So not that you shouldn't learn those theories, and you should, but you have to be able to understand where those theories came from. It came from an active participation that these psychologists had, hopefully, if they're good theories. That these psychologists were practicing on themselves as well as other people. So again, I'm probably not doing a very good job of explaining it, but it's about being humble, observational, and trying to be the object of your objectivity. I don't know, I just like saying it that way. I think that's, as paradoxical as that may be, I think it's actually true and relevant. I lost my train of thought, but so there is a lot of value in going to a psychologist, and there is a lot of value because there's just a lot of value in talking to other people in general. But the point is we all have this ability within ourselves to be prophets, if you will. So I don't know where I was going with that, but it's disappointing. It's disappointing to see how predictable people are in this right now. And so the brave, or the new world that everybody wants to talk about, is very, very sad to me, because all that really means to me is that they have accepted, they have bought into and accepted the fact that our authorities have told us that they're going to rewrite reality for us. And that's what it really means to me. And that's why it's so disappointing, but it's also terrifying, because I walk around and I see all these people and I see the way that they behave, and they just, you know, what's been going through my mind the last couple of days is America, the land of the submissive, the home of the virtue signaler. You know, because we're not the land of the free. We're not currently. We've lost that as a general societal, you know, norm. And we are, too many people are far more concerned with appearing virtuous, you know, by being submissive and by being, you know, being the fuck, I can't think right now. The servant of the nanny state, right? The tattletale. So that's what's going on when we hear about the new world. This new world. All it means is that people have agreed subconsciously to allow our rulers to rewrite reality for us. And believe me, they will. And believe me, it will not be to our benefit, but to theirs.